Alright, back here on a Monday, and it's time to play some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's just pull this sucker up. So this weekend, I ended up going and seeing a play that was just off of Broadway, and it was called The Play That Goes Wrong. And apparently it was originally a British play, and they brought it over here to the States, and it was really fucking good. Like, it was really good. The premise is they're putting on a murder mystery play, and literally everything during the play goes wrong. It was very funny, and there was a lot of slapstick. I did not even get close to expecting how much slapstick there was going to be. It was fantastic. I really liked that play. It was funny as hell. It was really goddamn good. Like, it was really, really good. They were even doing like pre-show faffing about in the crowd, starting to get things, some gags set up beforehand and getting the crowd interactive before they started the game. It was also funny because there were some kids who were in the like little kids who were out in the audience who were yelling things at the crowd, and they were improvising off the kids too. It was really funny. Anyway, we're gonna go back to some Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I've done a little bit while off not streaming. So I went and I picked up a manual to this game because I know there was a bunch of things that I never really looked up. And I played this game lots of times, so I just wanted to give a quick look. So I was looking through the different packs of cards and how to unlock them. So I've been trying to unlock two separate packs of cards. The first one is, I don't remember what the name of the pack was, but the pack is unlocked by beating Mako 20 times. And if you remember, Mako is the one who likes to stall as much as fucking possible. So I've beaten him 13 times. Still have to beat him 7 more times. But the reason why I want to beat him 7 more times is because if I do so, I unlock a pack of cards that has a monster of 4-star rarity that has 1,850 attack points, aka making it strong enough to be able to overcome other 1,800 attack monsters. But it's not one of the very rare 1,900 attack monsters, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. The reason why I also want this mechanical chaser, not just because it's pretty strong, is because it's also a machine type. So put a pin in that. The second one I want is I want the pack, I forget what it's called as well, but it's gotten by beating all of these people, all original 5 people, 10 times each. Which is also a lot. But the reason why I want the pack gotten from beating all of these guys 10 times each is because that pack can contain Summon Skull. Summon Skull is a 6-star, 1 sacrifice, 2,500 attack monster. It is literally, pound for pound, the best monster in the game. Like, it's better. It's the same attack points as Dark Magician, except you only need 1 sacrifice. It's only 500 less than Blue Eyes, so I could even power it up to make it overcome Blue Eyes or something like that. So it's really good, 1 sacrifice, high attack power monster. Now, one of the other reasons why, as I said, put a pin in it, is the Garuzi's pack that we unlocked before. I had found a card called the Machine King in there. I have gotten myself a 3rd Machine King. And the reason why I want the Machine King is so awesome is it is a 2,200 attack monster. And it's a 6-star, which means I only need 1 sacrifice to summon it. However, the Machine King comes with an ability. The ability is every machine type monster on the field gives him 100 attack points. He is a machine type monster. Guess who gives himself an extra 100 attack points? So this isn't a 2,200 attack point monster. It's a 2,300 attack point monster that powers up for every other Machine King I have out, or monsters such as the Mechanical Chaser that I will be trying to go for. However, sitting here and grinding the first 5 idiots would be the most boring content unless I'm constantly talking. Unless I have actual shit to talk about. So I've been not doing this yet. I've been doing the Mako one off stream, so when I do these guys, I can sit there and try to get mechanical chasers. Because while Machine King is not as powerful as Summon Skull, it's not that far off, and it can still become slightly more powerful just by having more on the field. Or having other stuff. And hell, maybe I can even make my own themed deck at some point, instead of just the random good shit deck. But we'll worry about that later. Right now, we got the actual stuff that I'm going to be doing on stream. And last time, we ended up fighting the Rare Hunter here twice in a row. Because the first time we fought him, I whooped his ass, so we had to try it again. Because I did it too quick. So this is what we'll be continuing. I guess we'll go, since Merrick's the big lad, we'll go up the left and right. And then we'll go up that side. Alright, well, as a once great man once said, it's time to do. I've been waiting for this. I am Arcana, the hunter of rare cards, also known as the sorcerer of dark magician. Well, you may be a sorcerer of a dark magician, but those are two separate classes. Why would you choose that as your title? Anyway, it is my turn. I begin my turn by drawing the top card of my deck. I will then look at my opening hand. First, I will activate Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 cards off the top of my deck. I will then play 1 card face down, and a monster in face down defense position, and I will end my turn. That's a very beginning plan. But the reason why I chose the Sorcerer of the Dark Magician is because I am a Gestalt character. I have chosen both. And I shall show you my power by summoning the Machine Cannon. I activate Trap Hole to destroy your recently summoned monster. What? I mean, okay, you destroyed my monster, but you have yet begun to see my magic. Indeed, I have not yet begun to see your magic. First, I'm going to place a card face down in the field. Then I am going to summon the Man-Eating Treasure Chest in attack mode. I will enter my combat phase and have the Man-Eating Treasure Chest attack you directly. Oops. Yeah, I love Trap Hole. It's one of those original traps that's just really good. I summon a thing normally, and I kill it. Are you playing something? Are you summoning something normally underneath 1,000? You probably shouldn't be. I end my turn. And I end my turn. You haven't even begun to see the tricks that I have up my sleeves. I am the one who created the Dark Magician. I went to Kaiba himself and said, "Make me this monster." Speaking of which, I summoned the Dark Elf because I have trapped you. I have made you destroy my weaker monster so I can play my stronger one. Dark Elf, attack and destroy his pathetic monster. Indeed, but you do have to sacrifice 1,000 of your own life points to do so. I've seen this tactic before. It does not end well. However, I will draw my card for turn. And then I'm going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy 1 magic or trap card on the field. I choose the one you just placed face down. Aha, trying to cancel my traps. I see you were trying to cancel my traps. Well, I'll do this then. First, I'm going to flip the Big Eye into attack mode, activating his flip ability. Upon flipping this monster face up, I can look at the top 5 cards of my deck, arrange them as I choose, and place them back on top. I will then sacrifice my Big Eye to summon the Machine King, who increases his attack by 100 points for every monster on the field, including himself, dwarfing your elf. I will cleanse your darkness with the cold hard fist of justice. Fire the rocket punch. I will then end my turn. Machine King, rocket punch. You think you have seen the darkness, and you have destroyed it? You have not. You haven't even begun to see the darkness. I will activate Pot of Greed. Not so fast. Activate the magic jammer. If you think you're going to dig for answers to the dilemma I've put you in, you will be sadly disappointed. I will discard the penguin soldier from my hand to counter your Pot of Greed. If you do not have the answer on you now, you will not have it at any time. I draw a card from the top of my deck. I am then going to summon the Crawling Dragon number 2 in attack mode and enter my combat phase. In case you have a decent wall in the field, I will have my Machine King attack you to face down card. See, I told you your Machine King would fall. You've attacked my Man-Eater Bug, flipping it face up. I will choose to destroy your Machine King with my Man-Eater Bug's effect. That is why I attacked with my stronger one first, just in case. For now, you are defenseless against the Crawling Dragon. Attack him directly! You're laying on the pain, but it is I who shall banish you to the Shadow Realm when this is all over, newcomer. First, I will draw my card for turn. And then, I will activate Swords of Riveting Light, preventing you from attacking me for 3 whole turns. Ah, I see. You have talked to Mako at some point, huh? I don't know what you mean. I have no idea about the kind of whales he has in his deck anyway. It's your turn. Fine then. I'll draw a card. And then I will end my turn. Already you're falling from it. Fine then. Since you can't attack, you're now useless while I build back up my board state. Summoning all the darkness that you wish you had. Don't worry. I keep talking about it, but eventually it will overcome you. I have no doubt that it will. However, I will always have a light in my pocket just in case. I play a card face down, and I'm in defense mode, and I end my turn. It is finally time to show you the power of true darkness. I sacrifice... Nope, I don't do that. I just flip my Giant Soldier of Stone into attack mode. And I have my Giant Soldier of Stone attack your face-down card. Fine then. You will discover that my face-down card was the Mythical King of Beasts, and destroy him. However, I am perplexed. You did say several times about showing me the darkness, yet still you haven't summoned anything of importance. But, oh well. Now, you have at least flipped the monster face up for me. However, so I now have more knowledge of what you have. However, before we end, I will put a monster face down and in defense position. I will end my turn. It didn't save you last time, it won't save you this time. And if you think I can't get past that crawling dragon you have, think again. For now, I will flip Sungen into attack mode. Sungen, attack his face-down monster! Just like you have done to me earlier, I have my own Man-Eater Bug, and as you well know, when it's flipped face up, I can destroy one monster on the field. I would choose to destroy the card you have not revealed to me yet. Whatever its ability may have been, it is now useless to you. I will then sacrifice my 2 monsters, and finally summon the Dark Magician! Finally, you have done the thing I thought you were going to do turns ago. Good. Now we can see where this duel truly goes, now that you have your favorite monster out. I play 1 card face down and end my turn. Let me guess, it's going to be a bullshit one. Oh well, whatever. Let's see if it works. I activate Snatch Steal, which allows me to take control of one face-up monster on my opponent's side of the field, at the cost of you gaining 1,000 life points at each of your turns. And, Naha! I knew exactly what you were going to do, so I had the exact card to prevent it from happening. Yes, I figured. You are a magician. I am a magician after all. And magics are my... God damn it, did you call it early? Yeah, I called it early. I've played this game before. I mean, I know what happens in this game. But first, I will activate the Dark Hole, for I always have a backup plan. Your favorite card might be the Dark Magician, but the darkness will consume you this day. I will then summon the 7-colored fish. And then I will activate Last Will. If a monster on my side of the field died, I can special summon one monster from my deck with attack of 1500 or less. Luckily for me, I have several of those. I will summon the Alligator Sword into attack mode. And I will enter my combat phase. 7-colored fish and Alligator Sword, attack him directly. You're holding on by a sliver, Magician. Or, sorry, Sorcerer. You're holding on by a sliver, Sorcerer. I hope you have a solution in that card of yours. Or maybe you can magic it off the top of your deck.
You make fun of my profession all you want. You can make fun of my damn Yu-Gi-Oh skills, but never my magic skills. Let me show you what trick I have up my sleeve. I have literally Regeki. See, I told you, bitch.
Did you pull that out of your sleeve?
No, I definitely didn't do that. Behold my non-magical trick. And then it's my turn.
Alright, I will draw a card from the top of my deck. Well, guess what, Sorcerer? I seem to be a bit of a magician for myself, for I have also pulled a monster off the top of my deck. And you are defenseless. Hayabuse, end this goddamn duel.
But no, wait, you haven't even seen the card I'm gonna draw next off the top of my deck. No! Oh shit, it fell out. Oh, damn, I guess you won.
You didn't banish me to the Shadow Realm this time. But maybe next time, Sorcerer.
It was supposed to be the magic show of the century. But Merrick, Highness, Sir Merrick, this will not happen again. Please, I beg your forgiveness. I'll put on a better show next time, I swear.
Alright. Restructure Revolution, 200 points of direct damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Once again, in a different life point format. That might be more fun, but 8,000, that's not nice. I mean, maybe it's good against Mako. That stalling asshole. Useless. Penguin Soldier, fun for stalling. Useless. I mean, honestly, out of all the early Yu-Gi-Oh summons, this one's not bad. Like, 2,300 attack points for a fusion. You still technically have to sacrifice 2 monsters and have a 3rd card in your hand to get this out. So you might as well just, you know, have a tribute on the field and summon the Summoned Skull, but at least it's not an awful crap thing. And I think Faithbird had like 1,550 attack points. And I don't remember what Red Skullbird had. Oh, nope. Little Witch is 5-star, so it's useless. And I'm sneezing. Today, the delivery day for my Yu-Gi-Oh magazine. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, these cards have a lot of this where they power up only specific types of monsters. Like, these ones are just kind of useless. Only a dragon and only by 300. At least it hits attack and defense, but... Mystical Moon for Beast, Silver Arrow for Phase, Pumpkin King of Ghosts. It's only a 6-star, so there's only 1 sacrifice, but I don't like these. Yeah, they're just useless ones. Alright, that's Arcana. Now we'll go Umbra and Linus.
We forgot to introduce ourselves. We are assassins of the ghouls. Loomis.
Umbra.
You will never conquer us with that deck.
Why do you keep using one voice for them at the beginning and then you change it to something else every single duel? Shut up. Shut up. Stop asking questions, Joey. I've seen your fucking red eyes. Alright, I'll start by drawing a card from the top of my deck. I will first activate Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 cards at the top of my deck. I will then place 1 card face down. And then I'll set 1 card in defense position. And then face down defense position. And then my turn.
Alright then. First, I'm going to draw a card. I draw the card off the top of our deck.
And then I will play Swords of Revealing Light, revealing your face down card.
You have revealed his Aquamador. It's a good thing we did not summon an attack into it.
Indeed it is not. It is your turn, newcomer. Alright then, I will take my turn. I first draw the card off the top of my deck. And then I will summon the Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, in attack mode.
You have fallen for our trap card. We activate the trap hole. If you normal summon a monster with 1,000 or more attack points, we can destroy it. We choose to destroy a monster.
Indeed you have. Anyway, I end my turn. Alright, I'm gonna draw a card from the top of my deck. And then I'll play one monster face down defense position.
And then we will end our turn.
Fine. I will draw a card off the top of my deck as well then. And then I will summon the Rogue Doll in attack position. I will then end my turn, since I am unable to attack you for one more turn, since you have that sort of light in the field.
That is right, you can't attack us. However, we will draw a card. Sacrifice one of our monsters and summon the Millennium Golem.
Ha! The same the same trap that I fell for moments ago, you shall now fall for as well. I activate the trap hole, and your monster clearly has more than 1,000 attack points. Very well, you have destroyed our monster. We pass our turn. I will draw a card on the top of my deck. Your swords of revealing light are still holding me off. However, I place a card face down. And then, I will end my turn. Ending my turn will now destroy your swords of revealing light. From now on, I will be able to attack you. Indeed, you can attack us. However, I draw a card on the top of my deck. Then I summon the Bistro Butcher. And then I will... Once again, that hole is quite a fun hole to jump into, is it not? For you have activated my trap of Trap Hole. Your Butcher clearly has more than 1,000 attack points. It is destroyed.
Fine then, we end our turn.
I will draw a card from the top of my deck and check the Bistro Butcher. I remember it as a card, but I don't remember what the fuck it does. Oh, also this goddamn thing. I remember this one. It bounces a card to my hand. Select one monster on the field, regardless of position, and return it to its owner's hand. This is another one of those fucking annoying, like, solid cards, right? You attack me, you flip it, even if you destroy it, I bounce something in your hand, now you might be open for me to attack you next turn to do extra damage. Solid card. Or maybe I bounce the sacrifice tribute monster back to your hand. Classic. Bistro Butcher. What the hell does this one do again? When this card inflicts a direct damage to your opponent must... Oh. Yeah, okay, this is just a good card for me. If it hits me, I draw 2 cards. Okay. I guess this is when they were trying to balance high attack power monsters. Was the Bistro Butcher... Oh, sorry, not the Bistro Butcher. Was Umber and Linus a mill deck? I don't remember the anime for them. I remember the first guy was the guy with Exodia. Dark Magician was the guy, they had like buzzsaws coming for their legs. The Strings guy was literally being mind controlled by Merrick and had Slifer. I don't remember Umber and Linus. But yeah, this was definitely not balancing a high attack power 4-star monster. Making your opponent draw 2 cards is awful. Like, you're just saying, hey, please draw more cards to defeat me with. Anyway, I will then place a card face down and enter my combat phase. I will have the Rogue Doll attack your face down monster. You have attacked into our penguin soldier, and as you have mentioned to our magician friend, we have in fact talked to Mako. We will bounce both of those monsters back to your hand.
Now you have nothing to defend you.
Is what I might not have something to defend me. However, I did not play my monster for turn, for I knew there might be some shenanigans like this. So I'm going to play a monster in face down defense position. Can you guess which one that was? And then I'll end my turn.
Fine. It's probably just your stupid Aquamador again. Anyway, I'll draw a card from the top of my deck. And then I place a monster in face down defense position.
And we end our turn. Well, then I will start my turn by drawing a card off the top of my deck. I am then
going to resummon the rogue doll in attack position. I will then have my rogue doll attack your face-down monster. You think you will destroy a monster? Well, the joke's on you. You will destroy a monster, but we will bounce one thing back to your hand. We're going to return that, most likely, Akumador back to your hand. Fine then. If it is the Akumador as you surmised, then it would be a pretty good card to bounce back to my hand, since it is a wall you might not be able to get past otherwise. However, I will then end my turn.
You fool, you ended your turn with too many cards in hand. You will have to discard something.
That is fine. I will choose to do so. I will discard my alligator sword.
Fine. We will draw the first card at the top of our deck. And then I will summon the Bistro Butcher in attack mode.
I say it with me now. Activate trap hole.
What?
Oh, come on, man. This is getting fucking old. You've bounced things back to my hand 3 times, and you missed doing it once earlier by sacrificing it. Don't even start talking to me about doing things again multiple times. You fucking pair of assholes.
Shut up, you. End your turn.
Alright then. I'll draw my card for the top of my deck.
Luckily, you are now open for direct attack. Unless, of course, that happens to be some bullshit, like a fucking mirror force. But, you know what? Fuck it, I'll find out. 7-colored fish. Attack the twins directly. Ha! I have now shown that it is no mirror force, and that you are defenseless against me. But, with this in mind, I will end my turn. Don't you dare make fun of us twins. We may be fraternal. He may be a little short, but he is still my brother. I'll draw a card from the top of our deck.
And then I place this card in face down defense position and end my turn.
Well, I will draw a card from the top of my deck, as is tradition. I will then place a monster in face down defense position, and I will enter combat. 7-colored fish. Attack his face down monster.
You've attacked a Morphing Jaw.
This will make sure that whatever you had planning in your hand is now gone, and we get a full new hand of cards. For when Morphing Guard is slipped, we each discard our hands and draw 5 new cards. Well then, you may have gotten new things to fend me off. However, you cannot fend off the rogue doll. Attack them directly. Well then now look at the new cards that are in my deck. I will go to my second main phase. And I will play a card face down, and then I will end my turn. Good. It is now our turn. We draw a card on top of our deck, and with our hand full of cards, we will now be able to oppose you. I summon the Gemini Elf, and I see you do not have a 4th trap hole. Lucky for us. Now, Gemini Elf, attack and destroy his rogue doll, dealing 300 points of direct damage
To his life points. Now we have the strongest monster on the field. I'll also set a card face down and end my turn.
Fine then, I will draw a card for turn. I will then sacrifice the Penguin Soldier to summon the Machine King in attack mode. I will then enter combat phase. Machine King, attack and destroy his Gemini Elves. At least it makes more sense for you than Weevil, since there's 2 of you and there's 2 of the elves. Unlike him and his bug deck, that's got a 1900 attack power monster in it, and other elves, because he doesn't know his own goddamn theme. Anyway, 7-colored fish, attack him directly. Too bad the 2 of you don't have double the life points, otherwise you might have stood a chance. Anyway, I end my turn.
You think you have won, but with our handful of cards, we cannot be defeated. For there 2 is smarter than 1. And we will prove it right now.
First, by summoning the Voice Raider. A creature with 1900 attack points. To attack and destroy your 7-colored fish.
You will lose 1,000 attack points. And your power on the board.
And then we will end.
Our turn.
You think removing some power from my board will stop me? Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. But I will summon the man-eating chest. I will then enter my combat phase. Umbra and Linus, you may have needed a third head to defeat me. First, Machine King attack and destroy the Vorse Raider. And then, the man-eating treasure chest will finish you off.
No!
No! It's all your fault. Yours. It's because you said. Ah, you moron.
Moron! You stupid head!
Armored Rat, useless, useless, useless. Oh, another useless. And then, hey, look, it's one of those monsters that it gets a fusion monster. It's fine. You need to sacrifice the Red Eyes Black Dragon and the Summon Skull to get this. So you need to have specific cards in your hand. And it requires a polymerizations, but at least it's stronger than a Blue Eyes. And it has a really cool design. But, you know, it's a fusion monster. And I don't think even modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Has good support for fusion monsters. Although maybe they did. I don't know. Still, it's a neat card to have. Alright. Let's move on. We've taken out Arcana and Umbra and Linus. It is now on to strings. Who are you? Who are you? Who? Oh, tell me, who are you? Anyway, I will start by... I will draw a card, place 2, end turn. Well, the problem is the one creature would be... The life drain thing is it can attack your opponent directly, but it's so weak your opponent will just summon a stronger monster, kill it, and probably deal more damage to you than you dealt to them. So they're just kind of pointless. Maybe if this was the original 2000 life point format, then maybe it would matter, but... Alright, I will draw a card from the top of my deck. And then, I'm sick of you people and those goddamn Swords of Revealing Light. I am going to use my mystical Space Typhoon to fucking destroy it. Now, I will enter my combat phase. I'll start my turn by summoning the Hyobuse. Entering combat phase and have it attack your face-down monster.
Destroyed. Flip. Exiled.
I see. Yeah, this is another one of those very, very, very annoying monsters. When it's attacked or attacks, it exiles the opponent, whatever it's attacking. It and the thing it's attacking. So this is basically, it gets played face down, and now your opponent can literally lose anything they attack. Or you throw this into a strong monster, you might lose some life points, but you exile no matter what the fuck it was. Like, this is another one of those, like, wildly, like, bullshit cards. Anyway.
Well then, I will end my turn.
Draw.
Face down. End.
I will draw my card for turn. And I will set one card face down on my own and end my turn.
Draw.
Face down. End.
I'll draw a card from the top of my deck. And then I will summon the Alligator Sword in attack mode. I will then also flip my penguin soldier into attack mode, allowing me to return 2 cards to their owner's hand, such as those lovely defense position monsters you currently have. Leaving you wide open to be attacked. Unlike Mako, my penguin soldier can be used offensively as well. Attack him directly. Same with you, alligator sword.
Yeah, back when I was in college, me and my roommates had gathered together a lot of our Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and we made elemental decks, like just from like whatever crap we had, like not even our good cards, just like the crap cards, and we made like elemental decks, an earth, a fire, a lightning, and a water deck. The only part I remember is that the fire deck was loaded with burn, because there was a lot of old good burn cards that they put in, like Just Desserts. It's a trap card that I think like makes your opponent lose 500 life points per card in their hand or something like that. And then there's like a bunch of others that dealt more damage. Like the ones in this game are like very low, so they really don't matter that much. But that's something we did like, again, I think it was junior year of college or something like that. I think Chris has all the cards because I just didn't give a shit about them. I don't know what the rest of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards though. I know I had some like a warrior deck or something like that, but I just don't remember. Summon, attack, sword.
Ah, I see. You're having all this Bistro Butcher attack and destroy my alligator sword. However, because your Bistro Butcher dealt damage to my life points, I get to draw 2 cards. I don't know why you have that in your deck, but thank you very much, I guess. I'll draw a card from the top of my deck. Then, I'm going to sacrifice the penguin soldier and summon the Summon Skull. Summon Skull, attack and destroy his Bistro Butcher. God, I love saying this card's name. Bistro Butcher. If only its effect wasn't absolute horseshit. I will then end my turn.
And draw. Face down. And
I will draw my card for turn. I will then summon the Axe Raider in attack mode. I will enter my combat phase and have the Summon Skull attack your face down card.
flip, hand, skull.
You return my Summon Skull to my hand. Once again, just like the guy before, I have done that on purpose, for I have Axe Raider in attack mode. You normally would have bounced the Summoned Skull, making it so I could not have attacked you directly. However, attacking first with the Summoned Skull makes you still have to bounce it, since it's the biggest threat I have on the field. And then I can still attack you directly. I will then end my turn.
Discard.
Indeed, I do have to discard one card because my hand is too big. I will discard the Giant Soldier of Stone from my hand.
I mean, it might be good in a mill deck if you're playing that, but you can only summon one monster per turn. Snatch Steal lets me take control of one face-up monster my opponent has, but they gain 1,000 life points at the beginning of each of their turns.
So first, I will draw a card from the top of my deck. I will then set a card face down on the field. I am then going to set one card face down, enter my combat phase, and have the Axe Raider attack your face down card.
Penguin. Bounce. Raider.
Fine then, I will end my turn.
Draw. Pot of Greed. Draw 2. Graceful Chariot. Graceful. Draw. Discard. What he just did there is a classic for this game. Pot of Greed into Graceful Charity to get whatever cards the game needs is a fucking classic for this game.
I get so much is. I'll set one card face down. Then I'll flip the Big Eye into attack mode. Big Eye's ability is when it's flipped face up, I can look at the top 5 cards of my deck, arrange them as I choose, and put them back on top. I will then enter my combat phase and have the Big Eye attack your face down monster.
Flip. Penguin. Bounce. Eye. Face down.
I end my turn.
Discard.
I will discard the Big Eye and... and Aquamador, and end my turn.
Draw. Summon. Attack. Set. End.
I'll draw a card for turn. Then activate the Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy that card right there.
Magic Jam. Alright, I destroyed his card that was going to stop magic cards.
Then I will activate Snatch Steal. Take control of one face-up monster you control, at the cost of sacrificing 1,000 life points a turn.
Magic. Counter.
Ah, I see you had 2 of them. Well then, now that I've worked through a lot of your cards, I am going to summon the Axe Raider in attack mode. Axe Raider. Attack and destroy his Penguin Knight.
Trap. Heal.
And I end my turn.
You notice how a lot of my opponent's decks end up being fucking grindy nonsense?
I'll draw a card from the top of my deck. However, you are now fully empty to be assaulted. And I will make sure. First, I am going to place one card face down and enter my combat phase. Then I'm going to have Axe Raider attack you directly. And then it is your turn.
Draw. Summon. Attack.
However, you lose 1,000 of your precious life points. You are draining yourself quite fiercely now. And then, it will be my turn. I'm going to start. I'm going to activate the Change of Heart. And take control of your Dark Elf. I will then use your own Dark Elf to attack you directly. Goodbye, wordless man.
Lose.
Could be worse. I found the biggest head crab.
You win.
Barracks.
Hey, there's the Red Skull Bird. I remember this one. This always came in like the original like starter deck themes. And another Pot of Greed. However, I'm only allowed to have one Pot of Greed in my deck. So it is literally pointless to get more Pots of Greed in this game. Otherwise, it of course would be in the deck because, you know, drawing more cards is great. But yeah, they did put in limit list in this game. You can only have one Pot of Greed. You can only have one Regeki. You can only have one Mirror Force. You can only have one Monster Reborn. You can only have one Change of Heart. Because they didn't want you completely bricking your opponent, I guess. I don't know. Considering how annoying some of the enemies are with their constant, like, wall bullshit, I think I should be allowed to, like, get 3 Change of Hearts and... 3 Change of Hearts, 3 Monster Reborns, and just completely fuck my opponent into oblivion. Anyway, it's time for Merrick. I am Merrick Ishtar. I am a holder of a 1,000-year rod, which is the same 1,000-year item possessed by Yugi. I will begin by drawing the top card from my deck. I will then place one monster face down, then end my turn.
Alright then. Judging from the music playing, you are going to be a fierce competitor. So let's begin this game correctly. First, I want to summon Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts. Enter combat phase and have it attack your face-down monster. I may have no Millennium item, but I do have a deck of good creatures.
You have attacked my Dream Clown. When this card is changed from attack to defense, one opposing monster is destroyed. Okay. Well, unless you had a gimmick. Also, I like how the word automatically is on there. Like, I don't know why automatically is in there. One monster is destroyed. So this is something that you would... And it's changed from attack to defense. Does he ever have... Does he have anything that combos with this? Does he have anything that forces cards to change position? Because it's not like if you flip this, it triggers. Attack to defense doesn't count. He'd have to have it in attack mode and then put it to defense mode. Like, he needs his Dream Clown to survive a whole turn without me killing it for the removal effect to matter. Because even if he flipped it into attack mode, it wouldn't trigger. It's only from attack to defense. Otherwise, it would say when this card it changes position. But it's only attack to defense that it says. Anyway.
And I will end my turn.
I will draw off the top card of my deck. I will then summon the Jinzo number 7. It can attack your life points directly, which it will do.
Ah, I see you are more of an ankle biter than anything else, Merrick. Fine. I'll draw a card from the top of my deck. And then I am going to summon the Giant Soldier Stone in attack mode. And then I will have my Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, and the Giant Soldier Stone attack your life points directly.
It seems you're coming on quite strong. I will have to access the powers of my Millennium Rod. Let me show you what I'm made of. I draw my card for turn. And then I will summon another Jinzo number 7 in attack mode. And I'll use it to attack your life points directly.
Indeed, you are making a sizable amount of damage, more than some other enemies have done to me. However, Merrick, you are still exposed, now that you have ended your turn like that. I'm going to draw, and summon the two-headed King Rex. I will then enter combat phase again, have Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, destroy your Jinzo, and then the Giant Soldier Stone and Crawling Dragon number 2 will attack your life points directly. Whatever powers your rods hold, you may wish to exchange it for a better one.
See, that is where you're wrong. I have led you into a false sense of security, so I can do this. I summon the Gemini Elf, with 1900 attack points, stronger than anything you have, and I will use it to destroy your giant soldier of stone. Your board is now wide open to my most powerful of 4-star monsters. We will now destroy you bit by bit.
Merrick, I have to at least praise you. After fighting the last bunch of your henchmen, sorry, I have no idea that you're a henchman. You're just some guy named Merrick. You have been a wonderful opponent. However, I must applaud you for not having an entire wall of bullshit. So I will activate my bullshit. I activate Change of Heart. I will take control of one monster you control. I will then enter my combat phase and use that very same Gemini Elf to attack you directly, winning me this duel.
What? Hey, I thought we were having a no magic or trap card duel.
I never agreed to that. Get fucked, kid.
You'll not see the end of me. I have lost the ultimate deck. But how? Could it be? Is fate on your side?
Sure. Yes, it was fate that you drew nothing but monsters.
Magic Thorn. You can inflict 500 points of damage per card to your opponent's life points when your opponent cards are discarded to the graveyard by the effects of magic, trap, or effect Ooh. This would probably be a really shitty deck to make, though, but you fill it up with Magic Thorns and the bug that makes them discard, but then you need to get cards to make sure you get these trap cards? Huh. Yeah, it wasn't on my side, it just hated him. Mystical Sand, Fusion Monster useless. Hey, another Machine King! I think you can only have 3 of a card in the deck. Let me see if I can put a 4th one in. Lord of the Lamp. And Great Mammoth of all time. Okay. Alright, let's see. Can I have... No, I can only have 3. There's only 3 copies per deck. Okay. So my deck is currently maxed out on Machine Kings. Alright, I've defeated everybody once so far, so let's give another round. Actually, I believe that I may have gotten a bad hand on that one. It probably wasn't fate. Can we try this again? You will show me your ability as a duelist. I'm interested to know how good you really are.
Alright, we'll have a proper duel this time, Merrick. You'll find the true skill between each of our decks. I will start by drawing a card. I will then place one card face down. And I will end my turn.
It seems you have no monsters. This could be a powerful feint. Let me see if it is or not. I'm going to activate the Delinquent Duo. I sacrifice 1,000 life points to randomly discard a card in your hand. And then you must choose another card to discard.
Quite a dangerous combo you have there. I'll discard my black hole then.
I summon the Gemini Elf, and I will attack you directly with it. I'll set a card face down, and then my turn. Yeah, okay. Delinquent Duo is a powerful card. Remove 2 cards from your opponent's hand, and then all you do is then you can just fuck them over. For 1,000 life points, very strong. Anyway, I will activate Change of Heart to take control of your Gemini Elf. I will then sacrifice your Gemini Elf to summon the Machine King. Machine King, attack Merrick directly. Will then end my turn. Yeah, that's the basic problem with the fusion monsters is you need to have both of them and the polymerization in your hand at the same time for you to get the fusion monster. Like, you need to use 3 cards to get 1. And unless the card has an extra effect on it, it's just a big monster that can still be fissured. It can still be black holed. It can still just be killed on you. And you just wasted a bunch of cards where you could just have sacrificed one on board and summoned the Summon Skull. I will then play Jinzo number 7 and end my turn.
Alright then. First, I'm going to play a card face down. And then I'm going to set a monster in face down defense position. And then I will have my Machine King attack and destroy your Jinzo number 7. And then I will end my turn.
Alright then. I will draw my card for turn. And now I shall activate the powers of fate that are on my side. I will summon the Dream Clown in attack position. I will then have the Dream Clown attack your face-down monster.
You have attacked my Penguin Soldier, which you will destroy with that attack. However, Penguin Soldier ability lets me bounce 2 creatures back to their owner's hand. And I will do that to your Dream Clown. Leaving your life points wide open. I draw a card for turn. The card I drew was the Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 cards off the top of my deck. I would then activate the Monster Reborn. And I shall return your Gemini Elf to my side of the field. I will then use the power of my machine and your elf to finish you off yet again, Merrick. That bystander in the crowd who said fate kinda hates you might have been right.
But you didn't even play a thing on your first turn. I have lost your ultimate deck, but how could fate be on your side?
Hey, Wabaku, the you take no damage card. It's not a bad trap card. Mating treasure chest. Hey, Neo the Magic Swordsman. Hey, cool. All right, he's going in the deck, and to decrease your opponent's life points by 300. All right, we are going to. Let's see. I should probably filter to find him, but where's our boy? I love that goofy ass card. Alright, first we can put in a man-eating treasure chest. And Neo in. And then we just need to remove 2 alligator swords, because they're 1500 attack points, so we can replace that with a 17 and a 16. Alright, now that our deck's back to normal, we shall go over to fight this guy again. I will not lose. Everything over. Alright, we shall do this again. Man who barely speaks. I do admire your piercings, though. They are quite awesome. First, I'll set a card face down. I will then summon the Two-Headed King Rex in attack mode and place another card face down and end my turn.
Draw.
Swords of Revealing. Not so fast! You motherfuckers in your Swords of Revealing Light. Get out of here. I discard the Two-Headed King Rex to disable that damn card.
Face down, and
I'll draw my card for turn. I will then sacrifice the Two-Headed King Rex to summon the Machine King. And then, because a monster left my side of the field this turn, I activate Last Will, which allows me to take 1 card from my deck and put it on the field. I will choose Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, of 1500 attack or less. I will then enter my combat phase. And I will have the Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts. Changing up my tactics slightly. Attack your face down card.
Penguin. Bounce.
Indeed you have. I then end my turn.
Draw. Warrior.
Activate Trap Hole. Your warrior may only have 1,200 attack points, but I'm not losing a monster just because you attacked it, or I attacked it. Fuck that shit.
End.
I then draw my card for turn. Summon the Axe Raider. Enter combat phase. And attack you directly with it. And I end my turn.
Dark Hole. Destroy all. Defense. End.
I'll play my own card face down. And end my turn.
Draw. Pass.
I'll draw my card again. I will then flip my face down card face up, which is a Magician of Faith, allowing me to return one magic card from my graveyard to my hand. I shall return the last wheel. I will then sacrifice my Magician of Faith to summon the Machine King. Enter combat phase and have it attack your face down card.
Worm. Mill 5.
I will then proceed to my second main phase. And because a creature left my hand this turn, I'll left my field into the graveyard. I will then activate the last will which I had just returned to summon the Habuse from my deck to the battlefield. I will then end my turn.
Draw. Face down. End.
Well, let's see if I can play around your card a little bit, what it might be. I will take Hayabuse and put it into defense mode. I will then have Machine King attack you directly. I see, it was not Mirror Force you had. Very well. You still took your damage, and my board state is intact. I'll take that over losing my entire board state.
Draw. Face down. Pass.
We'll then go to my turn. I will summon the Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, in attack mode, and flip Hayabuse into attack mode as well. I will then have the Machine King attack your face-down monster.
Jar. Discard. Draw.
I will then have Hayabuse and Gazelle, King of the Mythical Beasts, attack your life points directly. I will then end my turn.
Draw. Summon. Attack.
You do lose the game. If you do that,
Lose. You win.
I guess I do win. All right. Oh, let me get my card. Useless. Life points. Useless. 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 No damage again. Okay. I did like how he just the game was just like, and I do the thing I'm supposed to do, and I lose. All right. All right. Let's go back to the Magician.
And thus begins the battle of the millennium.
You have a Millennium item? Because I don't.
Shut up, you! Your life points will reach 0 before mine! Or vice versa.
Did you just say that either you will win or I will win?
Yes! Isn't it positively thrilling?
I mean, yes, I do like playing this game. Indeed. Anyway. You shall go first, sorcerer. I will go first, sorcerer. Never mind. I'll draw a card from the top of my deck. I will then place a card face down and end my turn.
I will draw the first card on top of my deck. I will then summon Sungin in attack mode. Sungin, attack his face-down monster.
You will destroy my monster. However, my penguin lets me bounce a card from the field to your hand. That will be your Sungin, by the way.
Oh no, I'm completely exposed, except I have a magic card to play face down, or a trap card. Ooh, and I end my turn.
Well, I'll draw my card for turn. And then I will activate the Pot of Greed. Allow me to draw that 2 cards from the top of my deck. Ah, perfect. It seems that I am smuggling cards in my sleeve this time, for I have perfectly drawn the Mystical Space Typhoon. Allow me to destroy 1 magical trap card on the field. I choose the one you just played.
Aha, you destroyed my Mystical Space Typhoon.
So when you said you played a magic card, you weren't lying. You really did just play one.
Yes! I fooled you, didn't I?
Sure. Anyway, I will summon the Axe Raider to the field. Enter my combat phase, and have the Axe Raider attack your life points directly.
You have drawn first blood, but it is I who shall banish you to the Shadow Realm. I will draw the top card of my deck for my turn. I will then play the Monster Reborn to take back your Penguin Soldier. And put it in defense position. And then I will play my own monster face down in defense position and end my turn.
Fine then. I see you were trying to get some things out to maybe summon your own powerful monster. However, I will not let you do so. First, I set my own monster in face and defense mode. And then I have Axe Raider attack and destroy the Penguin Soldier. If you're going to want to summon one of your magicians, you're going to have to do it another way.
Gasp! I knew you had that much power to destroy it, but I did it because I needed the wall. Because, you see, I have a plan. I will draw my card for turn, then summon the Sungin that you knew I had. And now, my Sungin will attack your face-down monster.
Which, yet again, you will destroy. However, you will activate Man-Eater Bug's Flip Effect, which allows me to destroy 1 creature on the battlefield. I choose your face-down monster.
No, you have destroyed my Penguin Soldier! I needed that.
Well, I played my own and then you took it. So destroying yours is nothing but fair play, I say. Next, I will sacrifice my Axe Raider to summon the Summon Skull. Summon Skull, attack and destroy their Sungin.
You may have destroyed my Sungin, but when Sungin's destroyed, I get to look into my deck for, I think, a monster with 15 or 100 less attack and put it into my hand. I choose the Giant Soldier of Stone and I end my turn.
It's my turn. Then are you going to end your turn? Yes, I end my turn.
All right then, for my turn, I will draw a card. And then I'm going to play a monster. Nope. Then I'm going to activate Premature Burial. I pay 800 life points to return a monster from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Which I would really like one of those cards myself, because it's basically Monster Reborn, but more limited, but it's still good.
Then I will play a monster that you have no idea what it is, face down defense position. End my turn.
I'm sure I have no idea what that is. Anyway, first, I am going to summon the two-headed King Rex. Enter combat phase. And have my two-headed King Rex attack and redestroy that Sungin.
I will use my Sungin's power to fetch another Giant Soldier of Stone from my deck.
And then I will have my Summon Skull attack your face-down card, possibly destroying your first Summon Skull.
Is it your first Giant Soldier of Stone? No! It's actually my another Sungin. Allowing me to search my deck for another card, which you'll never believe is another Giant Soldier of Stone.
Ah, I get it. You were trying to keep enough monsters on the field to summon your very special Dark Magician. and assuming that 2,000 defense points would be enough of a wall to save yourself. Unfortunately, my summoned skull prioritizes itself in destroying your walls. Just like it did your mother last night. I end my turn.
What? Don't talk about my mother's walls like that. Anyway, I draw my card for turn, place a monster face down in defense position, and end my turn.
Alright. I will begin by summoning the Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, entering combat phase, and have my summoned skull attack and destroy. This time, it's gotta be a giant soldier of stone, right?
Yes, yeah, it was this time, actually. I didn't have any other things.
Alright, good. Two-headed King Rex. And Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, attack his life points directly. I then end my turn.
Alright then. It is time to show you the greatest magic trick of them all. I will draw the top card of my deck and play Graceful Charity. I'll draw 3 cards and then I get to discard 2. I'll play a card face down and activate Change of Heart, taking control of your summoned skull. I'll then have your summoned skull attack and destroy your Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts. And then you get your summoned skull back and I end my turn.
Well, unfortunate for you, you only have 300 life points. So, unless that is quite the dastardly monster you have face down, I think I may have this. I'm going to summon the Rogue Doll in attack position. Enter my combat phase. And have my my summoned skull attack and destroy your giant soldier of stone.
No, it's Penguin Soldier! Haha, I got you! I bounced 2 things to your hand. Your summoned skull and your other thing.
You mean you're not bouncing my monster that can still attack you?
Your what?
Rogue Doll, attack him directly.
Wait, no! I take that turn back. No! God damn it. I fucked it up again, didn't I?
Yeah, you kind of did.
It was supposed to be the magic show of a century. But Merrick, please forgive me.
Useless, and more useless. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll hit up Umbra and Linus again.
There will be no success for you as long as you're opposing our tag team. We'll ring you to death.
Yeah, he's like, either your life points will go to 0 or mine will. Yeah, well, I guess he was right about. He was right though. First, we'll draw a card top of our deck. Play a card face down,
And then a monster in face down defense and end our turn.
I'll draw my card for turn. Check to see what I have. And then play a card face down. I'll then activate Change of Heart, taking control of your face down monster. Ah, I see your blast sphere. Anyway, too bad for it, for I am going to sacrifice it to summon the Machine King. You have activated a trap.
Oh, you fool! We have made you waste lots of cards.
Ah, indeed you did. I activate the Monster Reborn.
What?
I take back my Machine King from the graveyard. In attack position. And then I attack your life points directly. What? Oh, god damn it. Alright, fine. At least it's not trap hole this time.
Yeah, at least it's not trap hole this time.
I will then end my turn.
Fine then, we have plenty of cards. Draw a top card of our deck. Play Heavy Storm, destroying all magical trap cards on the field. Then, we place one card face down,
And now we end our turn. We place a card face down, enter my combat phase, and have the Machine King attack your face down card. You have attacked the Hade Hane. We will bounce your Machine King back to your hand. And then I end my turn. Now we draw a card for turn.
And then, place a card face down and end our turn.
Ah, sure you do. Well, I'll begin my turn by flipping my Man-Eater Bug into attack position. Flipping my Man-Eater Bug allows me to destroy one creature on the field. I'll destroy your face down card. Whatever it is, get it out of here.
No, you have destroyed our...
Other blast sphere. How damn you.
Well, I guess you can call me a blasphemer.
Anyway, I will then sacrifice the Man-Eater Bug to summon the Machine King yet again to attack your life points directly. And end my turn.
Alright then, we will draw a card for turn.
We'll place one face down, and another magical trap card face down as well, and end our turn.
Alright then. For my turn, I am going to summon the man in the treasure chest. Enter combat phase.
Have the Machine King attack your face down monster. You have flipped over a Hane. We will once again return your Machine King back to your hand. I will then have my man-eating treasure chest attack your life points directly. And end my turn.
You are whittling us down, but we are bouncing it back to your hand perpetually. We have maintained board state of nothing. And we will now show you how powerful that such a board state can be. I place a card face down
And we end our turn.
Alright then.
I am going to summon the Two-Headed King Rex in attack mode. Enter combat phase. And have the man-eating treasure chest attack your face-down monster.
You've attacked our morphing jar.
We now get to discard our hand and draw new cards. I will then have my Two-Headed King Rex attack your life points directly, leaving with only 200 left. Hopefully that new hand of yours has you a way of winning. Huh, our hand definitely has that.
And now I will activate Chain of Heart to take control of your Two-Headed King Rex.
We will then sacrifice it
To summon the Millennium Golem, which will attack and destroy your man-eating treasure chest. And with that, we have flipped the game back into our hands.
Indeed you have. However, first, I'm going to activate the Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy that magical trap card you have on the field.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Select one monster as long as this card remains face up on the field. The selected monster can't attack. And don't I lose life points or something? Can't attack or change its position except by the effect of something. When the selected monster is destroyed, the card is also destroyed. If the selected monster is offered as a tribute, this card is not destroyed. Okay, that's it. It didn't make me lose life points. It's just there to hold it. Yeah, okay.
I will then place one card face down and end my turn.
And I see we have got you now. We activate the Monster Reborn to return your own Machine King to our side of the battlefield. We then have the Machine King attack and destroy your face-down card.
And then I will have the Millennium Golem attack your life points directly. Alright, it is time that I turn my heart inwards, the heart of the cards. I'll place one card face down and end my turn.
Now the duel is on our side. Penguin Soldier, attack his face-down card.
Oh, sorry,
The other way around. Our card attack is Penguin Soldier.
I will turn two cards to their owner's hand. The first will be my Machine King will return to my hand, and your Millennium Golem will go back to yours. It seems you are not the only one who has nonsense. Fine then, we end our turn, and I will draw my card for turn. I will then play the Sword of Revealing Light, making you flip all of your face-down monsters face up, activating their flip effects now. I will then set one card face down and summon the Hayabusa in attack mode. I have the Hayabusa attack and destroy your morphing jar. What about the light of revealing swords? The light of my swords will reveal the darkness you have hidden in wait for me by flipping them face up. I will then end my turn. We will play a card face down,
And 2 Magic and Trap cards on the field. And we'll end our turn.
I will draw for my turn. I am then going to summon Neo, the Magic Swordsman, in attack mode. Enter combat phase. And have Hayabusa attack and destroy your penguin soldier. Not so fast. We activate Widespread Ruin, which destroys one monster on your side of the field. We'll destroy the monster that has not attacked yet and end our turn. You mean I'm gonna end my turn? Oh, sorry about that.
Yes, brother. Just because there's two of us doesn't mean we're all playing on the same doesn't mean you're my opponent. You're on my side. Anyway, we draw the top card of our deck. Play a card face down.
And then we flip our man-eater bug into attack mode to destroy your Hayabusa. Then we pass our turn.
Wait, didn't we want to have that attack his life points directly?
Oh, shit. I mean, no takesies backsies, you two idiots. Anyway, first, I'm going to summon the Two-Headed King Rex in attack mode. I'm then going to I'm going to place a card face down, enter combat phase, and have the Two-Headed King Rex attack and destroy your man-eater bug, which, unless you've got a trap card, wins me the duel.
We do have a trap card. It's Mirror Force. It cancels your attack and destroys your monsters.
I then end my turn.
Aha! We have pulled it back in our favor again yet, brother.
Yes, we have. And now we shall strike the final blow into you, new guy. We sacrifice a monster to play one face down. I flip my wall into attack mode. And now that you are free of that Swords of Revealing Light, we can attack you directly with it. Indeed, you can. However, I'm going to activate Snatch Steal. I'm going to take control of one of your face-up monsters on the side of the field, at the cost of you getting 1,000 life points each of your turns. I am then going to sacrifice the Wall of Illusion to summon the Summoned Skull. Summoned Skull. Attack their face-down card. Ha! You've attacked our Millennium Shield. Its 3,000 life points will keep us safe. I will then go to my main phase 2 and activate the last wheel. Because a creature on my side of the field was left the battlefield, I can return a monster with 1,500 or less from my deck to the battlefield. I will choose my giant Soldier of Stone.
Yeah, Change of Heart only works for one turn, but it can affect anything. Snatch Steal only works on face-up monsters and gives your opponent 1,000 life points, but you get to keep it permanently.
And I end my turn. We now have a wall that you will not be able to get through. We summon our Vorse Raider. And we'll use it to attack and destroy your giant Soldier of Stone. Oh no. You have destroyed my giant Soldier of Stone. And you have such a powerful wall up. However, will I be able to defeat you? I may never be able to attack your life points directly. That's right. You can't attack our life points directly because of the Millennium Shield. Your summon skull's too weak to get through it. However, that Vorse Raider you just summoned.
Wait a minute. Brother, did you just play... how much life points do we have?
200.
Oh, god damn it.
Summon skull, attack and destroy their Vorse Raider. Dealing 600 points of damage to the life points.
God damn it.
It's your fault, yours, because you said, "Doc, you moron."
Yep, no, moron. You stupid head.
Have you managed to reinforce your deck? Did you know that you can select a new booster pack? Select it when you got the chance. Oh, a relinquished pack.
Alright, what do we have? Increase the defense. Increase one monster defense by 700 points during the turn it's activated. Alright, so this is just to, like, trick them. It's kind of pointless unless you're hitting with reflect damage, I guess. Increase the defense of all defense position monsters by 500. This could actually make a lot of things variable walls that your opponents will never get through. If only Regeki and Dark Hole weren't so goddamn common. When it's sent directly from your hand to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, you can draw 2 cards. Alright, yeah. So Electric Snake is got a neat ability, but since it only works when your opponent's card makes it discard, it kind of sucks. Otherwise, this would be really neat. You self-discard it with Magic Jammer and draw 2 cards, or something else, that'd be pretty neat, but it's only off of your opponent's effects. And Horn of Light. Ooh, I think this is a good one, right? A monster equipped with this horn increases its defense by 800. When its card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can pay 500 life points to place it on top of you. Okay, no. It's only defense. It's not good. Unless you're, once again, really trying to do a kind of a wall deck, but... look at your opponent's hand. Then select one card and return it to his or her deck. The deck is then shuffled. Okay, that's an interesting discard. It's not to the graveyard, it's just to their deck. I mean, I would have to spend so many cards getting this thing defensive, but then it would also have to be in my hand to be discarded. So I wouldn't even be playing the snake. I'd have to put something else down. And then, like, the only person who has discard cards is Merrick with the Delinquent Duo so far. That's the only way this would ever work. Is if I had this in my hand just in case Merrick Delinquent Duo'd me. Okay, so weekly 5 cards. Sword Armor Dragon. Silver Bow and Arrow. Electro Whip. Pumpkin King again. Weather Control, because gotta love cards. Yeah, it's discard, so it's not. It didn't say destroy. If it was destroyed by your opponent's monster's effect, then that would be pretty neat. If it gets Regeki'd, or if it gets Dark Hold or something like that, then you get free extra value, but it has to be discarded. Alright, so we beat them all twice, and we got a new pack of cards. So, I guess that leaves just beating them more, because I think we're going to have to fight them a lot more to get stuff. So that's what I guess we're going to do. Alright, I'll go back down to the Ray Hunter. You think you can win against me? Against the Exodia deck? Alright, I'll draw the top card of my deck. I'll then look at the cards in my hand. I set one card face down and end my turn. I'll draw the top card of my deck, place my own monster face down, and end my turn. I see we are each having similar strategies. Let's see how we handle it. I'll set another card face down and end my turn. Alright then, well, I'm going to summon the Cannon Soldier then. I'm going to activate the Cannon Soldier, sacrifice my monster, and deal 500 points of damage directly to your life points. I will then have my Cannon Soldier attack your face-down card. You have attacked my Penguin Soldier. This allows me to bounce 2 cards to their owner's hand. I will choose your Cannon Soldier and no other target. I am exposed. However, I'll place a card face down and end my turn. Ah, I see. Trying to keep yourself protected by having a possible trap card. However, I have the Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy that card you have face down, preventing you from using it on me. I will then summon the two-headed King Rex in attack mode. And flip the Aquamador into attack mode as well. Enter my combat phase and attack your life points directly with the both of them. I will then end my turn. Alright, well, I'm going to draw my top card for my turn. Resummon the Cannon Soldier, and use that Cannon Soldier to destroy your Aquamador. You really shouldn't have turned it into attack mode. And you just gave me an obvious target again to attack. I will then summon the two-headed King Rex. Enter combat phase. And have the two-headed King Rex attack and destroy your Cannon Soldier. And then the other two-headed King Rex attack your life points directly. And I end my turn. You're putting me in quite the corner. However, my hand is full of winning cards. Eventually. So, first I'm going to activate Swords of Revealing Light. Oh, god damn it. And it's going to stop you from attacking for 3. Yeah, I know what it fucking does. Whatever. And then I'm going to summon another Cannon Soldier. And I will end my turn. After I place the card face down, but that is. Alright then, I draw my card for turn. Place one face down. I will then simply end my turn. That is all you can do since you can't attack me. I'll draw my card, activate my Cannon Soldier's ability, sacrifice itself to deal 500 points of damage to you. Really? Alright, whatever. I will then draw my card for turn and end my turn. I'll draw my card then. And pass my turn. Okay, I draw my card for turn. And I pass my turn. Getting rid of that Swords of Revealing Light. You have waited too long. For now, I'll summon my Sangen to the field. In attack mode. Attack mode? Yeah, attack mode. Okay, then. I will draw my card for turn. Activate the Mystical Space Typhoon, destroying one magic or trap card on the field. Including that one you have face down now. Not only did I remove your negate attack earlier, but your Horn of Heaven. Offer one of your monsters on the field as a tribute to negate the summon of a monster and oh, okay. You have to sacrifice a monster to kill your opponents? That kind of sucks, but sure. Anyway, it's a good thing I got rid of that card then. But what I am going to do is I'm going to sacrifice one of my two-headed King Rexes and summon the Summoned Skull. I'll enter my combat phase, have the Summoned Skull attack, and destroy your Sangen. I will get the left leg of the Forbidden One. I will then have my two-headed King Rex attack your other face-down card. You've attacked. My Magician of Fate allows me to get one magic card from my graveyard back to the battlefield. Oh my fucking god, it's Sword of Revealing Light, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, I end my turn. Well, I'm glad that you end your turn. For now, I get to stall you a little bit further while I get to make the ultimate hand. Activate Giant Trunade, bouncing all magic and drop cards back to the owner's hands. I then summon the Witch of the Black Forest, and I end my turn.
You what?
Did you...
Huh? Whatever. Alright. First, I'm going to summon the Hyobuse. Then, I'm going to activate Monster Reborn. And I'm going to take back my two-headed King Rex. Even if you have a fucking Karibo in your hand, you can't stop me now. I don't know why you did not play the Swords of Revealing Light, but Summon Skull, attack and destroy the Witch of the Black Forest.
I will use the Witch of the Black Forest to get a card that matches the thing.
Did you complete Exodia? No, I didn't complete Exodia. Okay, good. I was scared there for a second. Anyway, two-headed King Rex, finish him.
Damn it, yeah, I should have played the thing. I miscounted how many pieces of Exodia I had. No, I lost my unbeatable deck. What will I tell Merrick? Horn of Light, Red Archery Girl. Chain Energy. Oh, this is another familiar one. As long as this card remains face up on the field, both you and your opponent must pay 500 life points per card to play or set cards from your... Oh, okay. Honestly, this might be kind of fun, considering that my opponent always ends up being the one that stalls out the game. This could be a way of draining them in the end, where it's like, all right, sure, stall as much as you want, play more bullshit, I'm gonna kill you. So that might not be too bad at some point. Oh, also a 1650 attack power monster. Sure, I'll throw that in. And, hey, this is also familiar. When this card is sent directly from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, inflict damage on the... Oh well. Right, I'll take the High Tide Gyojin for now. And put it in the deck. Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Magazine's on sale. Shit. Polymerization. Not bad. Whatever. And a gimmick card. That's not too terrible, but... Alright. And thus begins the Battle of the Millennium. Your life points will lead 0 before mine. Or vice versa. Isn't this positively thrilling?
Alright, Magic Man. Let's see what you got this time. I'll draw my card for turn. Set a card face down defense position, and a card face down, and I'll end my turn.
Yeah, he just likes to paint it on. I'm not gonna fall for that trap hole nonsense. I talked to Umbrus and Lina. I am going to activate Mystical Taste for you and destroy that face down card. And then I'll attack your face down monster, destroying it with my cannon.
I will then draw my card for turn. Summon Neo the Magic Swordsman, and have Neo cut down your cannon soldier.
I mean, he just likes playing blind. Like he's using, I guess he truly has ESP then. If he's not actually seeing through his mask.
Anyway, I will then end my turn.
Oh, you did destroy my monster, but that's fine, because I lured you into a false sense of security. Activate my monster reborn to get back my cannon soldier in defense mode. I'll set a monster face down, and then I'll sacrifice my own cannon soldier to its own effect, doing 500 points of damage. Then I will play a card, paying 508 life points, to return said cannon soldier back to my field. I will then activate cannon soldier again, sacrificing it, dealing another 1,000 points of damage to you.
Did you just blow that many cards to do 1,000 points of damage to me?
Yes, and wasn't it thrilling?
Sure. Anyway, I will draw my card for turn. Summon the Two-Headed King Rex. Enter combat phase. Have Neo the Magic Swordsman attack your face down card.
It's Manny the Bug. I can destroy one creature on your side of the field. I'll destroy your monster that has not attacked yet.
I will then end my turn.
You witnessed my first great magic trick. I will now show you another. For I will play Regeki, destroying all your monsters. Then I will summon the Giant Soldier Stone in attack mode to attack your life points directly.
Fine. I will draw my card for turn. Activate the Change of Heart, taking control of your Giant Soldier of Stone. I will then sacrifice your Giant Soldier of Stone to summon the Summoned Skull to attack your life points directly. No tricks this time, magician.
Didn't I tell you I was a sorcerer?
You're a fucking magician now. I end my turn.
Alright then. If you want to gimmick me that hard, I'll show you what I truly have. I place a card face down and I end my turn.
I draw my card for turn. I will then summon the Yabuse in attack mode. Enter my combat phase, and have the Summoned Skull attack your face-down monster.
You've attacked Skelendel, which allows me to draw a card from the top of my deck when it is flipped.
I will then have Yabuse make you take 1,500 points of damage to your life points, and end my turn.
Alright then. Now I am going to draw a card from the top of my deck. And now, with what I have drawn for Skelendel, and for the start of turn, I will place a monster face down defense position and end my turn.
I will draw my card for turn. Enter combat phase. Have the Summoned Skull attack your face-down monster.
You have attacked my Manny the Bug. I will use its flip effect to destroy your Summoned Skull.
I will then have my Hayabusa attack you directly. I wasn't sure what that was, so I did not summon a monster which could have won me the game. However, I feel it was appropriate. I place a card face down. Summon the 7-colored fish in attack mode, place a card face down, and I end my turn.
I will now draw the top card of my deck, play another monster face down, and end my turn.
I'll draw a card. This time I will summon a monster for my turn. I summon the Man-Eating Treasure Chest. Have the 7-colored fish attack your face-down monster.
You've attacked my Sungin. I'm going to take a Giant Soldier Stone, indeed, to my hand. And then I'm going to lose to
my Man-Eating Treasure Chest.
your Man-Eating Treasure Chest. Alright, fine. I play my black hole face down. Wait, no! Gaslighting him to, like, oh yeah, you're a wizard, you're using intelligence, definitely not charisma. No, his eyes are behind the mask. He's blinking.
Blink.
Blink, blink.
It was supposed to be the magic show of the century, but Merrick, Highness, Sir Merrick, this shall not happen again. Please, I beg your forgiveness.
Good, his mask has eyelids. Indeed it does. Liquid Beast. Another Chain Energy. Oh, yeah, another High Tide Gyojin. Yeah. I gotta put the other ones in there. And the Snatch Steel. However, I don't think I can have more than one Snatch Steel in my deck. I might be. Let's check it out first. I don't want to remove my too many 1500 attack power monsters because that works with my last will. So I want to keep some of my 1500 attackers. So what 1600 attacker don't I care about that much? I got two two-headed King Rexes. I kind of like those. You know what? Man-eating treasure chest. To trunk. To trunk. Normal monsters. Oh shit, not a tribute. Normal monsters. By level. And then we'll stick both High Tide Gyojins to the main deck because they have 50 more attack points than the whatchamacallit had. The man-eating treasure chest had. Okay. Well then, go back. All right. Umbra and Linus again.
There'll be no success for you as long as you are opposing us. We'll bring you to death.
I will draw my card for turn. I will then place a card face down, defense position, and another card face down, and end my turn.
Alright then, we're gonna draw our card for turn. Activate Giant Trunade, returning all magical trap cards back to their owner hand. Then we'll summon Force Raider,
And I will attack your face-down card.
You have attacked my man-eater bug, and flipped it over, which means I can destroy one monster. That means your Force Raider is gone.
we may not be defenseless though, for I place a card face down and end our turn.
I'm going to activate the Mystical Space Typhoon, destroying one magical trap card on the field. I'll choose the card you just played, destroying your Spellbinding Circle. You shall not stop me from harming your life points this turn. First, I will set a card face down, then I will summon the 7-colored fish in attack mode, and have the 7-colored fish attack you directly. I will then end my turn.
I will draw a card for turn. Place a monster face down defense and end our turn.
I'll draw my card. Summon the 2-headed King Rex. Enter combat phase. 7-colored fish, attack his face down card.
You've attacked a penguin soldier. We will bounce 2 cards to your hand. I choose the one that hasn't attacked and nothing else.
Brother, didn't you say 2 cards?
Yes. The one that hasn't attacked and nothing else. That's 2.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, I end my turn. You have good math skills for twins.
Alright, we'll draw a card for turn. Place the monster face down and end our turn. Alright, I'll draw my card for turn 2.
I'll place 1 card face down the field. Summon the Crawling Dragon number 2. Enter combat phase.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what was going on there.
Then have the 7-colored fish attack your face down monster. It's a Wall of Illusion. It has more defense points than your attacking monster, so not only do you take 50 points of direct damage, you also get your monster bounced back to your hand. For anything that attacks the Wall of Illusion, returns to their owner's hand.
I see. I end my turn.
We have a great wall. Even if you summon something more powerful than it, it will bounce you back. We'll summon the Bistro Butcher in attack mode. Bistro Butcher attack and destroys Colon Dragon number 2,
Dealing 200 points of damage to you.
I now get to draw 2 cards from the top of my deck. I could have used the trap hole to destroy the Bistro Butcher, but drawing cards right now is the one thing that will keep me alive in case things go poorly. Now, let me see. What is in my deck? A mystical space typhoon. He has nothing else. So my thing flipping wouldn't do too much of a defense. The best thing I can do now is put something in defense mode and wait for him to slip up. Maybe even have me draw into something more powerful. I will set 1 card face down on the field and end my turn.
It seems we finally have him on the defensive.
We will summon another Bistro Butcher. I'll have the first Bistro Butcher attack your face-down monster. You will destroy my Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts. Then our other Bistro Butcher attack you directly. And I will draw another 2 cards. I'm taking an even deeper gamble by not destroying them, but it's probably the best thing I have. Perfect. Alright. First, I'm going to activate Snatch Steal, letting me take control of 1 face-up monster on the field. I'm taking control of your Wall of Illusion. Then, I'm going to sacrifice your Wall of Illusion to summon the Summon Skull to the field. I will then activate the last will, since a monster on my field went to the graveyard this turn. I will summon a monster from my deck to the battlefield. I will choose the Giant Soldier of Stone in defense mode. And then enter my combat phase. And have my Summon Skull attack and destroy one of your Bistro Butchers. I will then end my turn. I played enough cards I don't have to discard. Perfect.
We will draw a card for turn. You have flipped the tables back. However, I place a card face down defense mode and I end my turn.
You're not... brother, did we not put our Bistro Butcher defense mode?
Why? Why would we do that?
Good point. Yes, listen to your brother. He has a very good point. Now, I am going to summon. Resummon the 7-colored fish. Enter combat phase. Have the Summon Skull attack and destroy your other Bistro Butcher. And then have the 7-colored fish attack your face-down monster.
It's another Wall of Illusion. Now you take another 50 damage, and we bounce your fish back. You will now have to discard a card if you don't play something this turn.
Fine then, I will play a card this turn. And proceed to my main phase 2. And activate the Black Pendant, increasing Summon Skull's attack by 500. And I end my turn.
We're just gonna bounce that back to your hand when you attack.
Actually, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to sacrifice to summon the Shadow Ghoul. By doing that, I activate my Trap Hole, destroying 1 monster with 1,000 or more attack points. What? Damn it. I draw my card for turn.
The fuck was Shadow Ghoul again, anyway?
Increase the attack of this monster by 100 points for each monster in your graveyard. Okay.
I will then put the Giant Soldier of Stone to attack mode. I will then resummon the 7-colored fish to the battlefield. Enter combat phase. Now summon Skull. And 7-colored fish attack his life points directly, finishing them off. Oh, damn it. Oh, I can't believe we forgot about a stupid black hole. It's all your fault. Yours, because you said...
As a moron. Moron? Okay, seriously, stop calling me the fucking moron. You make all the wrong plays every goddamn time. He's even doing the voice when you make it wrong. He's doing it on purpose. Stop blaming me.
Electric Snake. Oops, our Goblin sounds familiar. Draw a card from your deck. Your opponent gains 1,000 life points. Okay, that's a bit more like a balanced card draw, but still, you could force your opponent to draw lots of cards and then... Sorry, you can get your opponent to draw lots of life points and still have a back-breaking turn. But maybe not this early in Yu-Gi-Oh! So this is definitely better than Pot of Greed, but... Oh, look! Another... High Tide Gyojin. Alright, well, I guess that's going in the deck, too. Oh, look, it's a machine, but it's a crappy machine because it's 5 stars. Alright, I guess I will remove... I like having my dragons. I need the 1500 attack points for other things. Do I have... So we'll just remove the rogue doll for it then. And put the other one in. Alright. Oh, okay. We're working all of them 3 times. However, today's the day of the duels tournament, sponsored by the local card shop. Whether you're a regular customer, of course, you've been invited to participate. So the duelists are in the... yeah, let's go. I can obtain rare cards by winning this duel competition. I cannot afford to allow the likes of you to win here. Yeah, good luck, man. They're not that rare, but sure.
I will draw my card for turn. I will start. Playing a card face down. And a monster in face down defense position and end my turn. Alright, decent turn. I'm going to activate Harper's Feather Duster, destroying all your magic and traps, getting rid of that. Place a card face down and my own thing face down as well. Alright then. I'm going to place a card face down. Activate the Change of Heart, taking control of your face down card. Not so fast. I activate Magic Jammer. I discard a card to counter that. Wait. What? Why didn't it let me 7 Tools of the Bandit? What? I had literally the thing to counter him. Whatever. Well, I flip Big Eye into attack mode. Big Eye slip effect. Let's move the top 5 cards of my deck and arrange them as I choose. I will then enter combat phase and have my Big Eye attack your face-down monster. Well, you attacked my Big Eye. And since you know its effect, I'm not going to tell you what it does. I'm just going to do it. And end my turn. I will then go to my second main phase. And summon the two-headed King Rex in attack mode and end my turn. Alright then. Well, I know what I'm going to get. So I play Graceful Charity. Draw 3. Discard 2. Summon my Mystic Tomato in attack mode. And have it attack and destroy your Big Eye. I'll draw my card for turn. I'll then check what your card does. Send to the graveyard. Oh, 1 dark monster. Yeah, okay. So he's getting, it's another Exodia retrieval thing. I'm going to sacrifice my two-headed King Rex and summon the Machine King. And then I'm going to activate, sorry, then I'm going to set a card and activate the Black Pendant, increasing the Machine King's attack by an additional 500 points. Machine King, attack and destroy his Mystic Tomato. Let's withdraw Dark Monster to the field. That would be my Sangen, and I end. And then I end. Decent monster. I thought you were going to fetch your Exodia pieces, but I guess not. I play my Cannon Soldier, sacrifice my Sangen, deal 500 points directly to your life points. My Sangen then lets me fetch the head of Exodia. I then end my turn. Alright then. I'll draw my card for turn. Summon the High Tide Gyojin. Enter my combat phase. Have the Machine King attack and destroy your Cannon Soldier. And have the High Tide Gyojin attack you directly. And I end my turn. You have a total of 4 cards in your hand, which means you can't have Exodia yet. What is it you are going to do then? I'm going to play another Cannon Soldier. In attack mode? In attack mode, and end my turn. Oh, alright, well. I am going to sacrifice my high-tide Gyojin and summon the Summoned Skull. Enter my combat phase. Summon Skull, attack and destroy his cannon soldier. And now, Machine King, attack his life points directly, finishing him off. Why do you keep summoning that in attack mode?
Well, I want to use his ability.
Alright, sure, I grant you that, but you're losing the game because you're doing that.
Nah, I'm a member of the Ghouls, and my Exodia deck... No, it can't be happening. It's not possible.
But you... whatever. I don't change anything in my deck.
Ghouls can seize any card, even a card that is so precious that there is only one in the entire universe. It looks as though I will have a nice little souvenir to bring to Merrick today. Okay, I think that would be funny if you're doing the battle tournament one, where the rules on that one is you get to take your opponent's best card or something like that. It'd be funny as if the rules were you get to take one card, or it'd also be funny if the best card was always Pot of Greed. So you're just trading each other's Pot of Greeds around, and that's it. Oh, I beat Kaiba. Wow, he has 3 blue eyes. There's only 3 in the world, right? And one of them is torn, so the 4th one doesn't count? Nah, I'm taking your Pot of Greed. Get fucked.
Alright. I'm going to start by drawing my card for turn. Set it one face down. Setting a card face down on the field, then ending my turn.
I'll activate my Harpy's Feather Duster, again destroying your shit. So I'm going to attack his face down card. Actually, you know what? I know exactly what card you played, so I'm not going to do it because I'm cheating, because I'm the game.
Ah, okay then. Well, that's how you want to do this. I'm gonna flip my axe into attack mode. Enter my combat phase. Have Axe Raider attack and destroy your Sunken. Fetch your piece. I will do so. I'll fetch the head of Exodia. I will then activate. Go to my second main phase. Activate Monster Reborn. Summon your Songen for myself. I will then set my own card face down and end my turn. Alright, I draw my card, place a card face down, and a monster face down defense, and end my turn. I'm going to draw a card, place a card face down, activate the Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy your face down card. Enter my combat phase. Have Axe Raider attack your face down card. You attack my Penguin Soldier. I'll return that Songen and your to my hand, and your Axe Raider to yours. I'll then enter my second main phase and summon my Axe Raider back to the field. I end my turn. Alright, I draw a card, play my Witch of the Black Forest, and have my Witch of the Black Forest attack your face down monster. You've attacked my Magician of Faith. Allows me to turn one magic card from my graveyard back to my hand. I will choose my Monster Reborn. I'll then draw my card for turn. Activate the Monster Reborn. Taking back my Magician of Faith from the graveyard. I will then sacrifice the Magician of Faith I just brought back for Machine King. Enter my combat phase. Have Axe Raider attack and destroy your Witch of the Black Forest. Letting you fetch your card. I will then have Machine King attack your life points directly. And end my turn. draw my card for turn. I will summon the Sangen in attack mode. And end my turn. Alright, I'll draw my card for turn. Summon Aquamador in attack mode. Enter combat phase. Have Accelerator attack and destroy your Sangen. And then I have to ask you a question. Are you going to win the game with this? I take the left arm of Exodia. Do you win the game? No, I don't win the game. Alright then. Well then, I attack you directly. And I attack you directly again, leaving you with 200 life points left. And that will end my turn. Alright, I'll draw another card. Play pot agree, draw 2 cards. No. We're gonna hold off on that for a second there. No, I'm not having you draw the final pieces of Exodia right now. Oh, I'm gonna Swords of Revealing Light. God damn it. Place a card face down in my turn. I'm gonna draw. Set that face down. End my turn. Damn it, I should have got rid of Dark Hole instead. Summon Cannon Soldier. Sacrifice my face down card. Deal 500 points of direct damage to your life points. Haha. I will then have it destroy your Aquamador. Draw my card for turn. And I end my turn. Face down. Sacrifice the card I just played face down. Deal 500 points of damage to your life points. Then end my turn. Draw a card. End my turn. Okay, we're gonna go Swords of Revealing Light. I draw my card for turn. Summon another Cannon Soldier, which will sacrifice itself to deal 500 more points of direct damage to your life points. You do realize I'm nowhere close to being dead, right? Yeah, I do. Alright, well, I still don't play anything. And I have Axeir to finish you off. Yeah, I didn't get the piece of Exodia, so I kind of threw the game there. Yeah, well, I kind of threw it getting rid of my the wrong card, so it didn't matter. No, I lost my unbeatable deck. What will I ever tell Merrick? Tell him whatever you want, man. Thanks for the duels. Yeah, see you next week. You have to keep a serpent. Servant. Each time your opponent attacks with a monster, the opponent must send 1 card from the top of... Oh, okay. Every time they attack you, they must mill. Yeah, think again. 4 stars, 1600 attack, 1500 defense. Very high in stats. I don't really need it right now, so it doesn't really matter. I have enough strong monsters. Okay. Alright. We got each of these 3. We got extra duel with him, so we'll get each of these one more time. And then I think that will be the end for the day, even if it doesn't hit the full 3 hours. Hopefully this will summon the next group of people, and I don't have to fight them all more times, but we'll see how it goes. I will not lose everything over. Draw. Set. Activate. Draw. Discard. Face down. End. Alright, well that's an eventful first turn. I'll draw my card for turn. Activate the pot of greed. Allows me to draw 2 cards on the top of my deck. Yada. Magic Jammer. Discard. Counter. Alright, oh that's not that bad then. I now at least knew what that was. I am going to summon High-Tide Gyojin in attack mode. Now, High-Tide Gyojin, attack this face-down monster. Destroy. Fetch. Ah, it's a powerful monster you just fetched. I'll go to my second main phase. Put a card face down. Fuck you, and end my turn. Draw. Pull it, destroy. Of fucking course you do. Summon. Attack. pass. I'll draw my card for turn. Place the card face down. So monster defense mode, place the card face down, and end my turn. Draw. Activate. Destroy. No. Magic Jammer. I discard last will. We're canceling that out. Set. Pass. Why are you passing? Pass. Yeah, I know you fucking know what I have, asshole. Anyway. I sacrifice the face down Aquamador you apparently knew I had. Then I'll have the Summon Skull attack and destroy your Dark Elf. Activate Nimius Healer. Sorry, activate Heal. And I end my turn. Draw. Destroy. Flip. Attack. Draw. Alright then. I'll draw my card for turn. He keeps turning it around in his favor, but honestly it's not that bad this time. I'll set one card face down and end my turn. If he keeps making me draw cards, it only benefits me to get back in the game. However, I will put some fodder down for him to get its effect. Draw. Attack. Flip. Activate. Return. Set. Pass. I'll draw my card for turn. Activate the Pot of Greed. Drawing 2 cards at the top of my deck. Activating the Change of Heart. Take control of your Bistro Butcher. I will then sacrifice the Bistro Butcher to summon Dragon Seeker. Lets me destroy 1 dragon on the battlefield, which there is none at this moment. I will then have Dragon Seeker attack your life points directly. Activate. Heal. I will then end my turn. Draw. Pass. I will draw my card for turn. Summon the High Tide Gyojin in attack mode. Then, activate Monster Reborn. And bring back my summoned skull from the graveyard in attack position. Enter combat phase. And attack you directly with all of my monsters. Pass. Draw. Set. Pass. Draw. I am then going to activate the Dark Hole, destroying all monsters on the battlefield. I will then summon the Hayabusa in attack mode. And since your board is empty, I will win. I don't care what you had face down, you lose. You win. Tailor of the Fickle. Select 1 equip card and switch it to another target. Okay. Cornelight again. Fairy's Hand Mirror. This is also very familiar. Switch the opponent's magic card effect that specifically designates 1 monster as a target to another correctly targeted monster. Kind of neat, but that's just like... This only really works for Change of Heart? Unless you can, like, make them pick something different out of their deck? I don't know. Very, very specific to what it does. Oh, another 1650 attack monster. Whiptail Crow.
Actually, hold up. 1,500. It's 1,400. Never mind. There it is. To main deck. And then we'll put Crawling Dragon number 2 into the main deck. Okay. Slight improvements every time. Now back to the unluckiest guy here at the moment. You still haven't had enough? Fine. I do not mind being your partner for the time being. I had nothing better to do anyway. I draw my card for turn, play a monster face down, and then activate Pot of Greed, allowing me to draw the top 2 cards of my deck. And then end my turn. I'll draw my card for turn. I will then activate the Dark Hole, destroying all monsters on the field. I will then summon 7-code Fish in attack mode and attack your life points directly. And end my turn. You use the Dark Hole on your first turn. Nasty piece of business you are. Well, to counter that, I will summon the Gemini Elf. I'll have it attack and destroy your 7-colored fish. And I pass my turn. I'll draw my card for turn. Activating Fissure, destroying the monster on your side of the field with the lowest attack points. Getting rid of your Gemini Elf. I will then summon Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts in attack mode. Enter combat phase, and have it attack your life points directly. I end my turn. You keep turning things around, but you're so low on cards, you won't be able to defeat me with as many as I have. I'll play my Bistro Butcher. And weren't you just talking about card advantage? Yeah? I'm gonna use it to destroy your Gazelle King Mythical Beast. And then you're gonna give me cards back, right? Oh. Yes. It's part of my master plan. I bet it is. I'll place the card face down and end my turn. Alright then. I'll start my turn by activating Snatch Steal, taking control of your Bistro Butcher. I will then sacrifice your Bistro Butcher to summon my Machine King to the battlefield. Now, Machine King, attack his life points directly. Not so fast. I have a Mirror Force. It will negate your attack and destroy all your monsters. Alright then, I end my turn. Your board is now empty, so I will summon the White Magical Hat and attack your life points directly. White Magical Hat activates. It attacks your life points directly. I can discard 1 card from your hand randomly. Alright then, I draw a card for turn. Play it face down. Then I summon High Tide Gyojin in attack mode. And have it attack and destroy your White Magical Hat. I will then end my turn. Fine. I've been able to reduce your card advantage by even more. I draw my card for turn. Activate my Raigeki, destroying your board. Reminding you of your first turn? It should. I place a monster face down and defense place a card face down in my monster defense position in my turn. Alright then. Let's see. I summon the Axe Raider in attack mode. Activate the Trap Hole. I destroy your Axe Raider. Ah, that is a good card indeed. I pass my turn. I set a card face down, and I end my turn. Alright then. I am going to activate Swords of Revealing Light to reveal those cards you have face down. Morphing Jar number 2 and the Morphing Jar.
Morphing Jar, I don't know what they do in order. We discard our hands and draw new hands due to Morphing Jar. And Morphing Jar number 2. Okay, bug. Green clown. That seems overly powerful. What is that? Oh, it shuffled them back into the deck. Oh, he draws 2 cards and then replaces them on the field if they're monsters, I guess. Anyway, all right. Well, I know what one of them is, so. All right, I'm gonna activate Pot of Greed. I draw 2 cards from the top of my deck. I am then gonna activate the Change of Heart, taking control of your Man-Eater Bug. I'm going to flip your Man-Eater Bug into attack mode, using its effect to destroy your face-down sleeping clown. I will then summon the Two-Headed King Rex in attack mode, and have the Man-Eater Bug and the Rex attack your life points directly.
You got through my board state again. You are quite troublesome. I will have to deal with you one day.
As for the end of my turn, you get your bug back.
Fine then. I activate Delinquent Duo. I pay 1,000 life points, discard a card from your hand, and make you choose to get rid of another one.
Fine. I get rid of the other trap hole in my deck.
Then I will activate Change of Heart. Take control of your Two-Headed King Rex. Activate Delinquent Duo again, paying 1,000 life points to make you discard a card randomly and then discard a card.
Yeah, you. I don't think it's fate that has it out for you, Merrick. I think you just kind of suck.
I have lost the ultimate deck, but how could it be? Is fate on your side?
Yes. I don't know anymore, Merrick.
Right now, man, he feels like that one Warlock deck that we're playing in Magic, in Hearthstone, where the whole point of the deck is to kill yourself as fast as possible.
Alright, Red Archery Girl. Ares Hand Mirror.
Wriggle, I remember this. When this card is face up on the field and control shifts to your opponent, you gain 3,000 life points. This effect can only be used once as long as the card remains face up on the field. Alright. I don't know if there's many cards that give control of something to your opponent, but whatever. Painful choice. Select 5 cards from your deck and show them to your opponent. Your opponent must select 1 card that'll be added to your hand. Discard the rest. Let's go Space Typhoon. Alright, we didn't get any new people, and I've literally done, what, 3... I fought each person here 3 times. I've done 15 duels tonight. I think I'm kind of out of duels. Tomorrow we'll fight them again and hopefully unlock the next bracket. But so yeah, that was a bunch of more fun duels. Got some new stuff. Maybe I'll spend some off time grinding up the Mako so I can get that other pack of cards I was looking for. But all right, so before I head out, I do have some questions to ask. Kind of fun ones on this one. All right. So I was watching a show and it had an interesting premise. And I want to ask the chat. Imagine if you had a portal. You could just walk in the portal and it would put you in 1960 in the middle of the US. All right? You just walk into a portal and it puts you in 1960 in the US. You can walk back to the same place you entered to return back to the time you originally left. And no matter how long you spend in the 60s, where time passes normally, you will only spend 2 minutes in real life. So you could go 20 years inside the 60s to the 80s, walk back to the same spot, walk through it again, and you would end up only 2 minutes after you left here in original time here, all right? And anytime you go back through that portal, the time, anything you did in the past resets. So nothing you did matters anymore. Except maybe what you might have changed might have carried forward to the future. But if you ever go back through the portal again, it resets as if you did nothing the first time. What would you do first if you could do that? Because there is a show I've been watching that has that as a premise. And not only does it pick something like semi-interesting, but still kind of weird, but that's just the first question I ask. If you could go back to the 60s and come back to the future only 2 minutes have passed, what would you do in the 60s? Terrible question, cannot kill Hitler. Because there was some, the show's on Netflix if you ever want to watch it. It's called, it's just a bunch of numbers or whatever. I kind of hate the show, but I've been watching it still. Because the first thing that this guy and the guy who shows him the portal thinks of is he wants to stop Kennedy from being assassinated. Which, sure, stopping the JFK assassination, that's an interesting thing to change in the future. But the guy who goes in the show to do this decides he wants to have absolutely no fun with it at all. Because if I could go into the past, fuck around, and reset back here in the future, go back to the past and fuck around again, that sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Right? Because the show has absolutely not a single ounce of fun with this premise. Not a single ounce of fun with it. Like, he even has a book full of bets where he could just make money and anything he takes back with him through the portal stays with him. So he could literally keep making the same bet constantly. He could just go in, make a bet, win the bet, leave, come to the real time, keep that money, go back, reset it, do the same thing again, make a bunch of money, and just keep doing that and grind up like a whole bunch of money. Or he could start messing around and have some fun. The game's like, no, fuck you. You have no fun. P3X629. Yeah. Except we have no golf balls to hit through a Stargate. Oh, man. I got to watch Stargate again. It's been a long time. Anyway. But yeah, I've been watching the show, and the show has absolutely no fun with its premise. It's taking itself super seriously. It's wild. I'm honestly hate watching the show at this point. I just kind of want to see where they go, because they keep trying to introduce a thing where time will push back. You can't change the past that much. So, like, they're trying to discuss the Kennedy assassination, but they don't want to, like, leave a stance on anything, so they're kind of leaving it open. They don't really want to say, like, oh, well, this is what happened in the past. They keep trying to leave it vague, and it's very annoying. It's like, just pick a lane, pick a story, stop making it vague. I hate the past is pushing back to stop you from messing it up. Fuck that. The whole fun of time travel is messing with the past so that you can go back to the future to see what's going on. Like, he should be going into the past, changing something, coming back to the future, seeing if it did anything interesting, and then doing that. Like, he could be doing that a bunch of times, but he's not even doing that. It's a very, like they're just doing, like, nothing fun with the premise, and it's annoying. Anyway, thank you all for watching. That's my last minute rant and question. I'm gonna head off. Actually make myself some food, because I have not eaten today. Like, I genuinely have not eaten. I made myself cookies yesterday, and all I have eaten is a handful of cookies all day. So I'm going to go get myself some food, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.